Hey Android fans, this is Eric from hollywoodfrodo.com with another Android app review. Today I'm going to be talking to you about the app Go Launcher EX, which, as you might suspect, is a home launcher app. Right before I get to that, I want to remind you this review is sponsored in part by AndyTags.com. AndyTags is a great website for getting really cool NFC tags, stickers, keychains for use with your NFC-enabled Android phone. So head over to AndyTags.com after the review and check out all the cool stuff they have over there. Maybe learn a little bit about NFC and how you can use it to automate things on your phone. So getting right to Go Launcher EX. Go Launcher, as a lot of you might know if you've been following me a long time, for a long time I used ADW and then ADW-EX, but ADW-EX started not working so great for me. It seems like the developer isn't really putting time into it or keeping it up and updating it and fixing bugs and stuff anymore. So I decided to try out other launchers. I've reviewed a couple of those already, and now I'm on Go Launcher EX, which works really great. I've been really happy with it. It has a couple of unique features that make it stand out from some of the others. And then a lot of the other things it does are things that any launcher could do, but it does them just as well or better than others, and works great. So let's hop on my phone. I'm going to show you Go Launcher EX, show you all the features, how it works, all the different settings, and some of the cool things that it can do. So here we are on my home screen. Basically you're seeing Go Launcher EX in action right now. It is a home screen home launcher. I have 5 windows, and the animation between the windows of course is changeable. I'll show you all the different features in a minute. You can resize widgets on this screen. You can create folders. So that's a folder that I put all my TV related apps into right there. You have a dock, and I make it scrollable, and I make it scrollable all the way around. I just have 2 layers right now. I think you can have up to 3. One of the you can have gestures as part of Home Launcher. Part of Go Launcher. So I have a gesture down that opens my notification, a gesture up that opens my app drawer. Another thing that's really cool is that if you want to, well, let's start with this. If you want to change an icon, you can long press on it. It'll bring up the option to uninstall the app directly, delete, rename, or replace. If you click replace, that's replace the image. So that's how you can change and use alternate images, icons. One of my favorite features is the gesture from the dock. Anything that's in the dock, you can create a gesture to launch something else. So for example, if I tap on the mailbox there, that is my enhanced email. So that's one email app I use for a particular account. However, if I gesture up from the mailbox, then that opens a different email app for a different email I have. Same thing for the phone. If I tap on the phone gesture, on the phone icon, then it will open my phone. But if I gesture up from the phone, then it opens contacts. This opens messaging. But if I gesture up from it, then it opens up my Facebook Messenger. So pretty cool feature that it has. So I do want to show you on the home screen, it does allow for scrollable widgets. You have scrollable widgets, and you can resize them. So I'm going to long press on this and select resize, and I can make that widget smaller if I want to. So scrollable, smaller widgets. So you can resize your widgets, which is cool. If you long press on the home screen, it takes you into the place where you can add things. So you can add apps, you can add a folder, you can add a Go widget, you can add a regular widget. So if I click regular widget, then it's going to take me to my all the widgets that are installed by all the different apps I've installed. and then if you select one, then it will bring up the different configurations that you have available that you can put on there. So you can add widgets that way. You can also add shortcuts. So if you click shortcut, then it brings up a list of your system shortcuts that you can add. And then there's Go shortcuts, which you can add shortcuts to any of these different things to hide or show the dock bar, status bar, preferences. They're just built-in Go launcher shortcuts that you can have. Then you can click on these different labels. Go to wallpaper, so you can get different wallpapers or configure your wallpapers inside of there. You can pick a picture for your wallpaper. Theme, so you can for Go Locker, or you can theme your home screen. And then effect, so you can change the effect of your scroll. Obviously you can do this in preferences as well. This is just another option that you get from long pressing. It's easy to move things around. If you long press, you see the little plus signs, the grid that shows up as you're moving. It shows a little outline as to where you're going to drop something. And you can swap things as well. So let's go to a screen that's really full. So if you wanted to swap something, if I long press, move this up there, you see it just swaps it, and then I can drop. So that's easy to do that as well. Your app drawer also has similar kinds of features. If you long press on something there, you get the little wobbly so that you can delete something from your app drawer, change it around. You can also create folders. You see up here, you have new folder, game, social, system. So you can create folders for your app drawer if that's something that you're interested in doing. I personally don't see a point using folders on my app drawer, but some people do. You know, just each person has their own preference. And then yeah, different things, different ways to add stuff and change stuff there. So another thing you can do, I'm going to show you this. If you swipe in both fingers, pinch in, then you shows you your home screens, and you can drag to reorder them, or you can add additional screens, and also you can set your home screen, which is awesome. If you go into your app drawer, which of course your app drawer is also controlled by your home launcher, then you have access to all your apps. You can also search for a specific app if you're looking for a specific app. You have so many. You can click your home button, just takes you right back to home, and you can even click the diagnostic button, and it shows you how many apps you have running, where your memory's at. So those are all the apps that I have running. Some of them I don't know why they're running right now. They shouldn't be. Going back, you have your menu button here, which you can control sorting. You can make a new folder, auto folder, or go into settings. If you tap the little Android guy, then that's basically going to take you to the Go Launcher App Store. They have their own app store, so it'll take you to the Go Launcher App Store. And if you click over here, then it takes you to Go Launcher Prime, which is the paid version, which is what I have, and you can see your recent apps, and you can see your widgets, hide an app, more themes, and app manager. Now I'm going to press the go back to the home screen and press the menu button, and that brings up a little menu down here. You can click the plus button to add something. You can also long press on the home screen to add something. You can go to wallpaper, themes, the Go store, edit, preferences, settings, news. You can go over to plugins and see the different plugins that you can have for Go Launcher. There's several. and then you go to more, and there's other options: feedback, update, lock screen, status bar, restart, and language. So let's go back over to main, and let's go into preferences. And these are basically the settings or preferences for Go Launcher. Common settings, so if you want to use a 3D core, set as default launcher. Infinite scrolling, so that you can scroll through all your screens and keep scrolling. You don't get to the end of one side or the other. Wallpaper mode, so I have multiple screens scrollable, but you can change that. No ads, which you have to have the Prime version in order to get that. And security lock, and language setting. And then icons. You can select it. It shows your icon preview, so you can have a custom size for your icons. You can select your highlight color, show the icon base. You can have theme the icons. You can have themes for your dock icons, themes for your folder icon, and menu icon. And then font, you can choose the app label colors, the app name size, show screen icon labels. Of course, I don't have that because I don't need the labels on my home screen. I know what they are by the icon. And show app drawer icon labels. And then if you can have third-party fonts on your phone, and then you can scan for them so that you can then use them for those labels if you want to. And then for the background, basically you have wallpaper mode. You also have filters you can use on the wallpaper, and you can blur the wallpaper. So depending on what you're using, that could be cool. If you're using a good live wallpaper, you don't really have a reason to blur it, but if you're using a picture, sometimes blurring it kind of is cool because it creates good separation so that you can see your widgets and app icons easier. Screens, so show status bar, you can take that off. If you don't, you can have a custom sized grid. Show screen margins, screen orientation. I just have it set to follow the system setting, but you could change that if you want. Transition speed, infinite scrolling, indicator style, you have options, several options there. Indicator display, indicator position, you can have it on the bottom or the top of the screen. And then app drawer, so lots of different things you can have in your app drawer. The grid size, scrolling orientation, vertical or horizontal, scroll circularly so that you can keep scrolling, show app update info, so you can notify update info on the app icon if you want. Show home key only, show top action bar, show bottom action bar, so you could take those off, those bars that were in the app drawer if you don't want them there. And tab style and indicator position. And then dock. Download Go Launcher Prime to enable side dock. Oops, I did not want to do that. I don't want a side dock. Dock row, so you can choose 1, 2, or 3. I have 2. Show dock, so you can show it or not. Loop mode, I have it looped. And auto fit icons, which isn't available for using the 3D core, which I'm using. And then gesture and transition. These are the screen gesture settings. So these are the, whenever you're in your home screen, these are the gestures that you can enable. So I have the slide up action and the glide down action, but you can have other ones as well if you want, including double tap, home key action, rotate 2 fingers counterclockwise or 2 fingers clockwise, or swipe up with 2 fingers. So you do have the cool gestures. Screen transitions, there's a lot of different screen transitions you can choose from. I have Wave right now, but you can choose a lot of different ones. And then the app drawer enter transition, I just have it set at default, but there are other options you can choose from. Horizontal transition and vertical transition. And then you do have some advanced settings. So you can support transparent status bar if you want. You can also have system persistent, which you probably do want to try to keep it in memory so that you don't have to have redraws. Prevent force close, when running out of memory. Clean rubbish data so you can check and clean overlapping shortcuts or widgets on the home screen, and copy the home screen so you can copy other launcher icons into Go Launcher, and then of course backup and restore, which is cool to have so that if something were to go wrong, you know you have a backup. And that's really it for preferences. So in the end, this is what you have. You have your home screen, you have gestures you can use on your home screen, you have the cool gestures that you can use from the dock icons to launch something differently than what launches if you press the icon itself. It works really great. I've been very happy with it. I haven't had any issues with forced closes or having redraws a lot or anything like that. So it's worked really well for me. Let me just show you that if you have it set to follow your screen orientation, then it does work also in landscape just as well as it would in the portrait mode. So anyway, that's Go Launcher EX. That was Go Launcher EX. As you can see, it's a really great launcher. It's been downloaded millions of times on Google Play and has really great reviews, and there's a good reason for that. It really is a great app. Works really well, very consistent, haven't had any problems with force closing or anything like that, or redraws. It's been working really well on my phone, so I'm very happy with it. Might end up being the launcher that I keep until I get a new phone. Yeah, definitely worth checking out, and if you like it, go ahead and getting the paid version so you have all the features available to you. Anyway, that's it for this review. If you like this review, click that like button. If you know anyone who might benefit from knowing about this launcher, then share it with them on Facebook, Reddit, Google+, Twitter. All those fun ways are down there. Check out my channel for tons of Android app reviews, Tasker tutorial series, NFC tutorials, product reviews, all kinds of fun things. Subscribe if you want to keep up with future videos, and that is about it. Until next time, this is Eric reminding you that your Android phone is only going to be as good as you make it.